Children often adapt their behaviour to create a coping strategy for their sensory processing skills, and when we begin to understand this, we can often detect how they are struggling and start to work towards helping them find other ways of coping. One very common behaviour that is often seen in children with SPD is when they melt down. Meltdowns can look almost identical to temper tantrums from the outside, but they are completely different and are caused by a child becoming completely overwhelmed and unable to cope. They are a feature of the child's condition. They are not a behaviour issue and should be handled in a completely different way. A meltdown can seemingly develop with no warning, as if it's come from nowhere. But there are nearly always triggers that have caused it, even if those triggers are almost impossible to detect. It's normally a sign that a child has passed the point of overload and simply can't cope anymore. Often the child's behaviour is telling us that they need time alone, with very little sensory stimulation, to be able to make sense of the turmoil going on in their brain and to come through it to a place of relative calm on the other side. So what triggers a meltdown? Triggers may be due to sensory overload, perhaps too many people talking all at once at a family party, or too many cooking smells competing for attention at the same time as they encounter too much visual clutter for them to easily deal with. Any number of sensory input issues may be the root cause of a meltdown, and it's always a good idea afterwards to try and think back to what was happening immediately before the meltdown occurred, making notes and seeing if a pattern of circumstances or sensory experiences emerges over time.